Hello my little rose petals and my little rose thorns. Welcome back to the channel for another Sims 3 speed build. So I haven't done one of these in a while, mostly because I haven't had the time, and normally I really don't like to do them because it takes me forever to do them. So I just kind of limit doing them because I really kind of am very critical of myself when I build, but I really think this one turned out really well. I liked it. I found it online. It's only one story, and so I feel like that I've been wanting to start with one stories lately before I venture into two-story land, because I'm not new to building, but I'm really like starting to take my time with building and wanting to do a really good job. So I want to start with things that are small and work my things up to things that are big. And this build actually didn't take me like 15 million years to do. It only took me maybe a total of 5 hours to do. I did have to take some breaks, so there was a couple days in between to do it, but all in all, it really only took me about 5 hours to do, which impressed me immensely because the last build I did took me like literally, legitly 2 days in game to build because it was just so mind-boggling. I think with that project, I think I should have started with a house like this, smaller, instead of like going straight into building a foundation, attaching a garage to a foundation, and just all that malarkey. So, and even that house was one story, so I don't know, you guys. But this house is cute and it is small and I am so in love with it. I would love to live in a house like this. So I kind of picked it to be something really green. The house is called InnerCity Green because it is in the city of Bridgeport and it is super green. It's like really eco-friendly and really just, it's got a lot of plants in it, and it's kind of just, I don't know, it's full of nature. It's like jungly almost. It's just cute because you don't see a lot of green in cities, and that's kind of where I was going with this. So I put this house in the heart of Bridgeport, in the middle of the city, literally, and it's just its own little lot with its own little greenery and everything like that. So yeah, my kind of inspiration for it was to go with like, I don't know, a girl or maybe even a guy living here that was like super eco-friendly, maybe a humanitarian sort of thing, vegetarian, all that malarkey. So that's kind of where I got the idea for this house. Even a fairy could live here. If your sim was a fairy in The Sims 3, they would probably really love this house. It's still pretty modern. I tried to kind of keep it in starter home range, but it escalated through that because of all the plants that are in this. Like, there's a lot of plants in this house, you guys. And so the price of it escalated with all the greenery and everything. So it's like, I think the ending was like 40,000 simoleons. So it's definitely not starter home quality. If you wanted it to be, I would just say take out all the greenery and kind of downgrade some of the appliances, because the appliances and there's a washer and dryer in here are pretty expensive. They're not too expensive. I tried to keep it a little, like the toilet is pretty much the cheapest toilet. Oh yeah, did you like my skip there? I had to skip because the one file of my video got corrupted somehow. So we're kind of just jumping into the kitchen. So I had a couple of issues with this build. The main thing was that it kept crashing on me, which is probably why that video got corrupted, but my Sims just kept crashing. It just would not stop. I would get like maybe 5 minutes into the build and it would just crash. So you'll see around this part that I took a couple breaks, like doing the decorations for these cabinets, because yeah, it wanted to keep crashing on me and I couldn't figure out what it was. And then I realized that I had gone and installed some new custom content, and some of the custom content I had installed I actually already had in my game. Who knew that would happen? So being the custom content freak that I am, I had to go through and get rid of all that. But yeah, when searching for it, I didn't realize that I already had it. I just thought it looked really cool. But of course, cool me a couple of months ago probably saw that same stuff and was like, ooh, I need that in my game, and put it in there. And then I've never used it. So, story of my life. So, this build, that's the reason this build took me so long to get done, because I had to take a couple days break to just kind of get everything in here and put it together. But yeah, I just finished building it today. and I'm just really in love with it. I'm so happy with it. I am going to start probably building more frequently, and making more Sims frequently. I thought about making a Sim for this house and kind of incorporating it in a separate video, but I didn't because I just kind of didn't have time. Today is just, it's my day to record, and I spent the whole entirety of the actual day building this house. So my fiance slept for work, and now that he's at work, I'm recording actual content. So yeah, this video should be going up sometime tonight, hopefully, because I haven't really put anything out on the channel lately. Sorry guys, I've been slacking so much, and I feel so bad because a lot of you are like starting to come to the channel, and you guys are like really getting into the Generations and Seasons LP, which makes me so happy. I'm like in love with it. And then some of you are into the Sims 4 LP, which that aspect kind of breaks my heart because I'm taking a break from the Sims 4 right now. I'm taking a break from the Sims 4 completely. It's not just cats and dogs anymore. I really need a break from it. Because I have so many ideas for it, but the Sims 4 itself is just not dragging me in the way that the Sims 3 does. Now that I have my Sims 3 game to a point where it's not going to crash on me 24/7 with the merging and everything that I've done, I am kind of to a point where I just don't really need the Sims 4 anymore, and I don't really want it. Like, yay, we have cats and dogs. Yay, we have the new Jungle Adventures pack. Woohoo, whoop-de-doo. I haven't even downloaded any of this stuff, guys. Like, Jungle Adventures came out, what, a month ago? I haven't downloaded any of it. Maybe not a month ago. Maybe like a week or two ago. I don't even know. And now they're releasing the My First Pet Stuff pack, which I haven't really heard a lot about the pack itself, except that it's just really a ripoff. So I watched Starlight Sims video on it, but other than that, I haven't heard much about it, and I'm really not interested in spending $10 to buy it. So, you know, Jungle Adventures I might eventually buy, but I'm not going to be playing The Sims 4 for a while. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I hope that doesn't, I don't know, put you guys off or anything, but The Sims 4, I feel like Sims 4 definitely outweighs The Sims 3. In the YouTube verse and just the Sims verse as it is. So I just like to stick with things that aren't being heavily played. And right now the thing that isn't being heavily played is The Sims 3 and even The Sims 2. And I've given some thought to playing The Sims 2 as a blind playthrough because I've never played it before. And I even have a story for it. So maybe I'll take up that kind of in place of The Sims 4. I'm not sure. Right now, I'm not looking at putting anything new on the channel because I am still catching up from a couple weeks ago when I took kind of a mental break for myself from the channel. I'm still catching up from that. I haven't released any Dragon Age videos. I haven't released any Nancy Drew videos, which are supposed to go up this month as the March mini-series. So, yeah, all I've released is Skyrim and The Sims 3, and I haven't even really released that. Like, my schedule is so out of whack, my videos are so out of whack that it's just ridiculous. So I'm trying to focus on just a couple of series at a time to get myself back in the flow. And next week, I'm going to have a whole eruption in my personal life because I'm expecting to get a new little, a new addition to my family. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of an upturn, so I'm going to have to focus my whole time and attention on that instead of the channel. So I don't know when videos will really resume back to normal, but I just know that The Sims 4 is definitely not going to be on my radar for a long time. I don't see myself really getting into that, which sucks because I had a really good story for both of the Let's Plays that I was doing, and maybe I will get my, want to do it again because I really like those stories, but I'm thinking that maybe I'll just port those stories over to The Sims 3, if you know what I mean, because I don't know. I think that I would probably like to play them better in The Sims 3 than in The Sims 4. I don't know, guys. It's just my opinion. There's just so many things that I would rather be doing than that. It is what it is. So anyway, here we are. I feel like I'm rambling. Here we are decorating the dining room. I gave the whole interior basically a greenish look for the living room and the dining room in the kitchen. And then there are different colors throughout the rest of the house, but that's the main coloring that I went with, just to kind of give it that green vibe. I really love that rug. I think I used that rug in my last speed build. I just really love it. It says green in nature. It's just super pretty. It really tied together that dining room in that last build. But yeah, I just love it. I couldn't figure out this couch. Like, look at me struggle here. I'm like literally like, okay, what am I gonna do? I sat here for a good couple minutes trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and then I found the woven hanging chair. Oh, I love this chair. I love this chair. It is super cute. It's from the Sims 3 store. If you want to go and buy it, it's part of the Bohemian set. Is it the Bohemian set? I believe it is. It says Bohemian chair, but I don't know if that's the actual set name. But it is just super cute, and it just fit. I wanted this whole house to be just full of nature and life, and here I am finally figuring out what I want to do with the dining room, or the living room. So yeah, I spent a lot of time decorating this house. You'll see me kind of go through, if you weren't watching me do the plant for the counter, you will see how much I was struggling decorating this house. I really love my houses to be cluttered and just full of clutter because they feel like more homey, if that makes sense. They just feel more like a house. Oh, and here I am struggling with lights. I was trying to find a light that would go over the hanging chair to kind of make it just bright in that corner because it's just a really dark corner. And I added some curtains. I finally remembered to add curtains. I made mental notes of everything that needed to be added that was different from the first speed build that I did, because I made a lot of mistakes in the first speed build, which is fine. But I made several mental notes to make sure that there were things in place that I did and did not forget about. So yeah, I couldn't also decide on what lights I wanted. I'm still not really happy with the lights that I chose for the house. I might go back in and change them. But because of the fact that I've been just purging and merging all of my custom content, I really don't have a lot, because I'm realizing what I did use and what I didn't use. And what sucks is that some of the stuff that I did use, I don't have anymore. So I have to go re-download and find it. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I think I really liked what I had with the house anyway. I really like seeing people build houses without custom content, so I didn't feel too bad. I'm really not liking the color of the rug now that I look at it. But I didn't want it to be white. Maybe I should have made it a different color. I don't know, you guys. I just really liked the house, and I really like just kind of how small and quaint it is, because I would definitely live in this house. Just saying. So, oh, here I am going through decorations again. I have so many decorations. When you go and you download custom content and you download like sets or whatever, you don't realize how much clutter is actually in those sets. And that is like all my decoration tab is. It's just clutter. And it's clutter that I don't even like need at this point. So yeah. And of course, speaking of custom content, my first speed build that I did on my channel, I went back in to kind of edit it a little bit and actually use it as a house for one of my Sims. And all the windows and doors were gone, and a lot of the living room furniture is gone. And the laundry room furniture is gone, because all of it was custom content, and all of it's custom content that I deleted out of my game. So basically the house is totally bare. I kind of went in there and was like, what the hell happened? So I kind of had to redecorate it, which was fun to do, but I am kind of irritated because I really liked how the house turned out the first time. But, you know, whatever, it's fine, I guess. Anyway, so here I am doing some plants in the living room. Like you guys see now. You see what I'm talking about with plants. There are so many plants in this house. And I was kind of struggling with some of the plants, because when you look at the plants in the store, they look a lot bigger than when they come out on the screen. Like you'll think, oh, this plant's like really big. And it comes out and it's like the size of an ant. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, if I was supposed to do the one challenge where you click, like it's like one click and you're done, I would fail, because I am so indecisive about things, and I have to bring stuff out into the world to see how it looks before I place it, I would be screwed. Like, my houses and my Sims would look horrible. So anyway, so I'm here, I am doing kind of a little foyer. I was looking for a coat rack for like 20 minutes. And the only coat rack in the game that I could find is from Generations. It's that coat rack with like the backpack on it. And then I finally found some custom content coat rack with like, it looks like it's a vet scrub top. And I don't know what it came with. It's custom content. I have no idea what it came with. I mean, it might even come from the store. I have no idea. But it just was like a shirt with paw prints on it. And I was like, okay, well, I guess this will do. So I threw it up. I didn't feel like going back out of my game to download a coat rack from the Sims resource. So I just kind of went with it. And I put a little calico. See what I mean? Look how tiny that plant is. Now, if I had pulled out that plant and put it anywhere else, it would have been like, where do you even see the plant? Like, and there was nothing else that would fit up there, so I just kind of left it. I just was like, okay, I'm done with that. But, yeah. So, anyway, guys, how's your day going? How have you guys been? I've been kind of working on some things behind the scenes for the channel. I'm doing a Sims 3 machinima. Again, I want to get back into machinima making. I took a break for a while because machinima is just... oh, they take so much to film. Like, you can get 5 hours of footage and... you know, you go through that 5 hours and you come out with like maybe 20 minutes of actual footage. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to make machinimas because my LPs are story based. So I'm experimenting and I'm exploring a little bit more. I but I looked up kind of like a guide on how to do things. And then I went and downloaded a lot of poses and animations. And I don't know how I lived life without animations because they are actually really great. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to using them and that kind of stuff. So, I haven't really tested them out yet. I tested out a few, but that's it. Oh, yeah, here I am actually redoing the house because I realized that the bedroom was, like, super big and that the bathroom was super big. And I was like, I really don't need this big of a bathroom. So, here I am redoing the roof. And I'm kind of trying to get creative with the roof instead of like making it look horrible. And I'm kind of failing. Like, look at me struggle here. Like, look at me struggle right now. And then I think I redo it again. So yeah, roofing is not in my line of expertise at the moment. Plus, it's only a first story home. So there's not really anything cool I can do with it unless I was to separate the roof in like more parts. But I really don't see a need to do that. Plus, it was really bugging me that the whole back of the house was literally just like a line. My house was literally a square. So, I don't know, that almost kind of looks like it could be like a garage. So, I just kind of went with it. Again, I downloaded these homes online. And actually, the house print, I will try to put a picture of it in the video. But it's decorated already. It's almost like what you would find if you were searching for apartments. Like a layout of an apartment. That's what it looks like. And I did toy with the idea of making like an apartment building and building this home. But it seems like building apartments are a lot more complicated than they appear. So I kind of was just like, I'll just build a house and go with it. And I like the house. So there you go. Maybe one day I'll venture into the skill of building apartment buildings. But for now, I'm just going to not do that. So yeah, anyway, so back to machinima making. I also downloaded an HQ mod and a reshade mod, so now the game will look a million times better. I actually had it installed when I was doing this part of the video, but I disabled it because the reshader actually, it makes the game look darker, but it makes it look sharper and clear. But for building, it's kind of difficult to see what you're doing, so I needed it to be really bright. The reshade mod's more for kind of like screenshots and things, but I have certain settings that you can have for Let's Plays and certain settings for screenshots. So I might actually do a tutorial on how to install it because I didn't have trouble installing it, but it's different. It's like almost installing an ENB for like Skyrim or something. You really have to know what you're doing. So yeah, I think I want to kind of make a tutorial for that so everyone can download that because everyone deserves to have their Sims game look great. Because I know that, when I go on Twitter or Tumblr and see like these awesome like HD pumped up Sims that look almost real, and I'm like, how did you do that? And for the longest time I was figuring out how to do it, and then I just stumbled across a YouTube video one day, and voila, I now know how to have like HD Sims, so it makes me happy. But I cannot wait to get my new computer so that way I can have HD Sims and still run the game without crashing. That'll be the best day of my life. Oh, sorry, I keep yawning because I'm like so exhausted. The past couple days have been hectic. Because for those of you who don't know, I work in a vet clinic, so I have been just the past couple days have been hectic. There have been so many emergencies coming in. I don't even know where to begin. We had one dog that had a mass on its chest, and we went to go take x-rays of it, and it coded. I went into VTAC on the table, so we had to revive it, and so then we went to go take it to surgery, and we found the mass was all the way up in its neck, so we had to put it to sleep on the table. That was a day. And then what else? We've had some dogs eat. Oh, we had a dog come in that ate nicotine lozenges, 16 of them. That dog was fine, but that was still, we had to vomit it and everything like that. So that was also a day. And then the saddest thing, I think the saddest thing was that in my area, we have a deer that is very well known, a doe, because she produces triplets. And or at least I call her Clarabelle. And the area that I work in, people like to speed through there, and someone hit her. And she has 3 babies. Like, she just had them. The last time I saw them was in the fall, like late fall. And we got several calls that day about her saying that, hey, there's a deer over here that can't walk. And we had to put her to sleep. And that was a horrible day for me, because she is so well known, and she's so pretty. She was so pretty. And she always had triplets. She's had, like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 sets of triplets since I've been working there and since I've known her, and it's really sad. So her babies should be fine. They should be old enough to live on their own, but it still really just sucks because she was well known. She was like our little celebrity. So that kind of bummed me out for a day or two. And here I am trying to deal with lag. My game was lagging out for some unknown reason. I didn't have anything running in the background except YouTube. I was listening to YouTube while I was playing. So I don't understand why it was lagging out so much, but I end up actually backing out of it. Whenever my game lags like this when I'm building, I have to back out into Edit Town and then save my game so I know it doesn't crash, and then get back into the game for it to kind of stop being laggy. I don't know what it is, but it's normally whenever I enter create a style so many times, that's literally the only, like, I can play the game without it lagging, and if I enter create a style like more than maybe, I don't know, twice, it lags out like that. And I don't know if it's because it's got to register all the new styles or what, but it really makes the game tank in frame rate, like crap in frame rate. So there you go. But yeah, working with animals is not always good, you guys. It's not always happy dandy hunky dory. It's not always petting puppies and cuddling kittens. It's just not. And I know that some people don't realize that, and then some people do. So if you really are interested in working in the animal field, I stress to you, you need to have a stomach made of stone. You need to have maybe a heart with a little casing around it, and you just need to have a clear head, because it really is difficult. It's the most difficult thing I think I've ever had to experience, because I love animals more than I love people. I love animals more than anything. So I don't know, just seeing all that and dealing with all that, it can get to a person, but it's worth it, and I love it, and I wouldn't trade what I do for anything. So, but yeah, I should be finished up at the bathroom here soon. Here I am trying to figure out the lighting situation. I really didn't have a lot of good lights to choose from either. I don't know. The Sims, the lights in game that come with the Sims is just, I don't know. I love these lucid lights that I use a lot. These lights that I use those lights a lot, and I kind of need to start experimenting with other lights, but they like really let in a lot of light, so I don't know, I'll have to maybe shop the Sims resource for lights. Sorry if you can hear me sniffle. I'm kind of recovering from a head cold. I thought it was like allergies because we're entering spring, but I don't think it's allergies. So I think it's just a head cold that I got because it's been cold and then warm and then cold, and then I work with the public, so you know, one of those things. And here I am struggling with the bed. See, this is where I start. This is where I revamp kind of the whole house. I kind of stretch out the wall a little bit because the bed was not going to fit in this room unless I made it a single bed. And I really don't like the single beds. They just don't look right to me. So I went in here and just kind of changed it. It didn't make it that much bigger, but it did enough. So, but the bedroom is kind of an awkward shape anyway. Like, I had to put the dresser in front of the door. Plus, the bathroom is like an awkward shape because of that big shower. I think I probably should have put a smaller shower because you can't even put a hamper in there. And now that I think about it, I did not put a hamper in the bedroom. Oh well, if you guys want this house and you want to put a hamper in the bedroom, you're going to have to, because I forgot to. I forgot to put a hamper in the bedroom. Ugh. I even put laundry, and I even made a mental note that I needed to put a hamper in the bathroom, and I didn't. Whatever. So, plus there's only one hamper because I don't know what happened to my hamper set. I had like a hamper set, but I guess I deleted it in my purge and merge. Sounds like me. Sounds definitely like me. So anyway, I really like those tables. I think those are custom content. They look like something that might have come from Into the Future as well. I don't know if I really like that dresser. See, when I watch these back, I kind of have to, I kind of look at the things that I did and I'm like, why did I do that? I really don't like it. But I love this house, so I guess I did something right. But anyway, so yeah. Coming up to the end of the video, all that's left really is to furnish the outside, and that didn't take me too long when I was doing it, because I didn't furnish the back because I didn't put anything in the back. I was going to make like a patio, but I had already done the living room and the dining room, and I realized, oh crap, I didn't do this. So it's whatever. You guys can add stuff to the back if you like. I also didn't think anything really needed to be added to the back because we are in the city, and even though we have a good decent plot of land, I figured that it would be kind of odd to have like such greenery in the city. I know I made the house full of greenery, but I don't know, but you guys can add your own spin to it. Add a garden, add like a little white picket fence. I might do that when I actually put it in the game, because I might actually add it in my game. So yes. Well, anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna leave you here because I'm running out of things to talk about. Look out for more videos. I'm gonna have Sims 3 up hopefully every Friday, unless I'm making a machinima, which I am doing for the next part, so it might not be up for a couple Fridays. Skyrim, I think I'm going to release on Mondays, and then Dragon Age is still going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays when I get a chance to record that. And then Nancy Drew will probably also be Tuesdays and Thursdays when I get a chance to record that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to see more videos from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you, my lovely little rose petals, in the next part. Bye, you guys.